Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons and Dragons Online. And welcome back. We're taking a look at Vecna Unleashed, the most recent large expansion. It is new enough that I believe it's not even available for points in the store yet. You have to buy it on the website separately. To get there from, this is regular Sharn, we're going to go to this fancy boat right here, which took me way too long to figure out without my teleporters. And we want the upper university. We're upperclassmen now, not lowerclassmen. And poof, we are here. There's a way back, and there is our first quest giver. But so, as we can learn if we go over here to our saga vendor, there's actually two separate chains. There's 9 of the quests are the actual storyline, and then there's 4 kind of bonus quests. We're going to go do the bonus quests first. Just knock those out of the way. Partially because they are way down there. If we look at the map, it's these 4 quests down here on the side you can see. We're going to literally just step off the side of this and fall down. There is somebody you can talk to who will just send you down to the different levels. But if you have Featherfall, this is the simplest way to get down there. And we should be right on top of our first quest giver. So, story of this quest. He needs a study buddy. It's a school, not a... He literally just needs a study buddy. Heroic. So, obviously we're not on our paladin. Our paladin is like over level 30 right now. So it doesn't do us a whole lot of good to come down and just slap a level 18 quest. So I grabbed some. This one's 22, but it's still closer. We've got a Pale Master Wizard is what we're going to run around with today. We've got our little skeleton friend. We're in Wraith form. We don't really need a hireling at all, because we self-heal. So many buffs. So many buffs. Okay. So, first thing they want you to do is talk to his friends right here. That's it. They're just going to tell you, they'll tell you he's in his room. And we're going to come into his room, and there he is. And he's fallen asleep. So, the real quest here is that he knows a spell that's going to send us into his mind and help try to literally fight his anxieties. Maybe a little bit of overkill, but, you know, if it works. We're on a different character, so I'm going to move things so that they look a little better on the screen while we're waiting. Okay, there we go. Oh, time to fight. I have already forgotten I'm a wizard. And I just meleeed that guy down. To be fair, I am... this one is mostly Eldritch Knight, if I remember right. Yeah, we did a lot of deep Eldritch Knight. So I can actually go and hit things. It's not great damage, but it is functional. And because... the thing is, because I'm epic level, I can push this button. That was actually very low damage compared to what I'm used to from that. Oh, that's a melee attack. I haven't played this character in a while. What does this do? Teleport to the portable hole? Why would I just want that on my... Oh, I know why. This was my hardcore league character a couple leagues ago. So he is built with quickened teleport just on his bar, just in case, which we do not need because we do not want that to happen. We don't need any of that stuff anymore. Wow, it's been a long time since I played this character. The enemies might actually have a chance since I don't know what the buttons do. Except, you know, I still have lightning breath, so. Anyway, this is the quest. You are going to beat the crap out of all of this stuff. And that's pretty much it. If you want to do this optional, you're going to walk through this door. If you talk to him, you skip straight to the next wave of bad guys. Or you can walk through here and help him with one of his dreams. There's, you know, a handful of bad guys. Kerbzzzt. And then if we talk to him, he's suspended in air, screaming as if falling. He's having that dream of just falling, right? So we got to find something that's going to make him not feel like he's falling. And based on the things on the table, I'm going to say this feather. Did I pick it up? There we go. The feather, you know, feather fall. That's what he's going to want. Hey, dude, here's a feather. Right? There we go. You're not really falling. It's all a dream. And he goes, oh, yeah. We come back out here. I'm rested. Let's take out the fears. We're going to fight wave 2. They lined themselves up too perfectly right there. I really thought that attack did more damage. The Eldritch Knight swing. Oh, I haven't redone this guy since they changed how the imbue dice. The imbue dice got changed. That's probably going to make a difference. Anyway, you can talk to him to start the last fight, or if you want the optional XP, we go through the door again, and same deal. Same exact spot, fight a couple monsters. And now, I guess I should talk to him. So what's his problem now? No, I put clothes on this morning. He's doing that thing where you dream you forgot to put on pants. So we're going to grab the set of clothes. Here you go. And now we can start the last fight. I am a great study buddy. It's not common that we get quests that are a little below our pay grade. But to be fair, you know, it kind of escalated. Go to Hogwarts, nothing's just going to be a regular study session. And down. So we should be able to talk to him and end the quest. Oh, we talked to the real him. Sorry. We talked to the real him and end the quest. And take our goodies. So the esoteric relics are going to be how you add the set bonuses to the named items in this pack. So you should pick them up, store them, and if you decide you want to use the named items from this pack, like heavily use them, that's how you get the set bonuses on them to get even more bonus. I'm not going to actually take anything. Alright, quest number 2 is over here. Holtz. Holtz is throwing a party. That is the quest. He is throwing a party, and you are invited as the guest of honor because you're an adventurer. That should help kick things off a little better, right? You're cool. I forget that I don't have to hold still to cast my buffs. So he only invited you. He only brought a vegetable tray. If I could just take the loot, man, what a bug that would be if I could take the end chest just at the beginning. Yeah, he didn't think this through. He really just wants to be popular, like the girl who throws a party every week. You can tell because his first thing he does is, go talk to the lady who throws a party every week, and then see what she says to do. The school security goes off because we are not technically a student here. I accidentally killed all of those things with my back turned. Because I am an epic level character. There she is. Sorcery student and party expert. So what she's going to say is you need decorations, food, and music. Fortunately, all of those things are quite handy. Just going to pop over here, open up this door. We walk in here and there's the globe of light. That's going to be our decoration. It's kind of like a disco ball kind of idea. That looked more like what I expected that ability to do. Anyway, this artificer student thought we were coming in here to like beat him up. That's why he sent the dogs after us. And when we clarify, and we can just take the thing. Like, we only want to borrow it. Holtz will bring it back tomorrow. Just a misunderstanding. And speaking of misunderstandings, we're going to go talk to the musicians. We walk in and they attack us. They are all barbarians. They were expecting someone else. They were expecting a visiting lecturer, barbarian, to test their skills. So they thought that was us, is why they attacked. And they give us the loot. The loot is traditionally used to kick off parties. However, only a bard may use it. And then the last thing we need is the food. So we're going to come over here to the kitchen. Oh look, a handy cake. However, the cake is so delicious that the pies attack us. Because they're jealous. And that Bard Club guest lecturer, that's the guy that the barbarians were expecting. He came in here to steal some cake. Hello, target the cake, please. Oh, I must defeat the pastries. There must be one more pie around here that didn't spawn in. There we go. Will you? Now I can take the cake. So, he got beat up by pies. Don't know what kind of barbarian dies to pie. So we bring them all back to her. She does say that you can go and get some extra stuff. Extra party guests, extra decorations. In a couple spots around the quest, there's going to be like some banners that you can pick up. And little groups of students that you can convince to come to the party with what I'm told is a low skill check. However, just as a demonstration, this is one of the groups. Let's try diplomacy. Failure. 16 plus 12 failed. Okay. He's bored, right? I don't want to go. In a real college campus, if a party started right there, they would stand up and they would walk in. Anyway, here, have all the stuff. He plays the lute after being explicitly told not to. The reason he's not supposed to do it is because anyone else accidentally summons a Vrock, which is like a vulture demon. And then we beat it up. It's taking a little longer because I missed my dragon breath. CR 25 is kind of high. Oh, it's immune to electric. Okay. That's... if I would have paid more attention to that, I would have switched to acid instead of electric, but whatever. There we go. Party going. There you go. I want some cake. And we're out. Short and sweet. Sweet. Grab the little stuff, and we're out. 2 down. These, I feel like, are more world-building kind of quests. This isn't the world-saving kind of stuff. A pessimistic person would say they're only here to pad out the quest count for the expansion. However, I like to imagine that these are more like the test dungeons. Yeah, you are one of them, right? Yeah. The last 2 quests. 1, 2. I like to think that they did these ones first. Get used to the tile set. Get some ideas flowing. This is the... I like to think that these are the quests that are made in like the margins of the paper while they're doing other work. And then it's like, yeah, we could actually just put that together. So, what's this quest called again? The Devil to Pay. She took out a loan to pay for college. She took out the loan from the devils. Demons. Devils. In Eberron, they're devils. She wants us to go and get her soul back. Because she bartered with her soul and she's concerned she might not be able to pay it back. Like, there might be complications paying it back. So we are in here we're pretending that we're HR doing an audit. You can also sneak in the side door. It does not make much of a difference. Now, all these hallways right here are going to be trapped. If you come in the front door, you can turn the traps off by just pulling the levers as you go. That's it. If you sneak in, you... Oops, a little too far. If you sneak in, you end up in the next room. So you're on the wrong side of the traps. I think you come in maybe right there. You end up in this room either way. She gets a phone call and she says, I'll be right back. We are going to solve this puzzle and open that door and go see if we can steal that contract. Alright. As usual, we're just going to solve it backwards. Gonna have to jump to reach some of those. And we're just going to make sure we don't accidentally trigger the trap. And done. So there are, again, traps. I have trap skills on this character, and I did not detect the boxes, so the boxes have got to be... I forgot you even attack. So the clerks are going to attack you for daring to open the door. They don't all attack at once, and they kind of had bad eyesight, so the last time I was in here, they kind of didn't attack. Fire is not particularly scary, so I'm just gonna cruise through here. Maybe let's see if I can spot the trap box. There, we've disabled a trap. Was that all of them or just the nearby ones? I bet you the trap boxes are all after the traps. Oh, there's that one. It was in the middle. In any case, fire is not that dangerous. Electricity, on the other hand. So, we're in the stacks of where they store all of the soul contracts. We gotta get to the back, beat the mini boss up, and it'll tell us which box to look in. Rilvos. Alright, we need drawer 10,451. It will light up. You don't... This is not one of the quests where you need to, like, count the boxes or anything like that. There we go. It had sparklies on it and lit up. Open the drawer. Take the contract. Alright. If you want the quill, after you take the contract, does it show up on the map? There's a secret door you can take to fight an Orthon and get the quill as well. The quill is the magic quill they use to write the contracts. Presumably that's what makes it magically binding. Not actually sure where he's at. I'm going to guess maybe over here. It's one of the few times that on this playlist, I've played a character with the search skill, so I'm kind of trying to take advantage of that, but still not seeing it. Do I have true seeing? Probably. That should be enough for a heroic quest, if assuming I didn't already have it on a piece of loot. Anyway, no, that's the trap that I already found. For completion's sake, we'll turn it off. There we go. So once you get back up into the room where the devil clerks were, right here is where the Orthon and the quill are. Steal the quill. Bonus chest. From what I can tell, none of the optional chests in this entire chain drop named loot. I've only really looked like 4 quests ahead. So what I did was I went onto the wiki and I looked at the named loot and looked where it dropped, and so far nothing drops in any side chest. If that changes, I will say something. Hey, you. I stole your thingy. Oh, how dare you. Blah, blah, blah. I like that they're using the Aaron Yes model, but she's got... I'm stuck on something. But she's got the librarian glasses. Kind of looks like Neo for some reason. Missed. Gotta go beat up her friends before I can do damage to her again. Which one's active? I'm pushing tab to see which one the active one is. Can I hit you again now? Bonk, bonk. How about we throw a finger of death at that guy? Of course it didn't work. Doesn't matter that I'm over leveled with like a tiny amount of epic gear. Finger of death will just not work if you're not built for it. Alright. Take my loot. I do like that the esoteric relics drop on heroic and not just epic. Alright, there we go. We're out of here. One more and we'll be done with the little side quests. Of course, the last one, as usual, is the long one. Long, relatively. Am I going to take any of that? Nope. So this guy was robbed. Somebody stole his dissertation. Which... this is one of those things that can only happen in like a time travel story. Because all of our stuff is like digital, right? Like, good luck stealing the whole thing. With like no way for me to just have another copy of it. So they ransack his room. They steal only his thesis, right? So our job is to investigate. The City Watch doesn't care because, like, honestly, why would they? Like, somebody's homework was stolen. That's not good enough for the guards. So we're going to follow the very sloppy thief into the sewers. Note that this is a point of no return, so if you care about getting all of the stray pages, make sure you get the ones up top before you jump down. I'm being attacked by a trash swarm. Okay, that ability does not. We're just going to take that off the bar because it doesn't do any damage. How about this one? That's better. Ooh, I have Meteor Swarm. Why is that not over there? Zoop. So, we get to fight were-rats. There are many, many groups of them as we work through the sewer. Look, if I kill 8 more packs of them, I get some optional XP. What we want is to find their leader. He can be somewhat randomly placed. There are some red couches, and he appears on one of them. It's not that big of an area, so just kind of running forward will typically find him. Worst case, you might have to wrap like, it's kind of a circle. Worst case is you might have to wrap around the circle you didn't, like, you might have to go both ways if you don't get lucky and get him on the first try. There is a Otyug in the pipes. Hi. Oh, that's why those weren't both on the thing, because I could only use one at a time. Epic strikes. I knew that. At some point. So we're going to take this ladder over here. Ladder? Stairs? Stairs are really just tilted ladders. We're just going to keep going forward. If I am where I think I am, which we need to go up a little higher. There was another path back there we could have taken. Okay. This here is effectively the center point of the quest. Here's the, our manuscript page pointing at this door. We have to find the rat boss to open this door. That's his purpose. He opens the door for us. There are glass windows here and here. If we hit the explosive barrels, there goes the windows. And from... Ooh, there's a manuscript page. Let's see. Yeah, let's grab it. Ah! Walmer Longtail. Here we go. See the random couch. We're going to talk to him. He tells us he already passed off the manuscript. Like the bulk of it. The pages that aren't just on the floor. So we're going to go and try to catch up to who he passed it off to already. So the relevance of this whole thing will be revealed in the very last quest of the chain. So if we're doing these first, I don't want to really spoil it. But if you... basically, the guy's thesis is on something that's relevant to the plot. And is actually important that he not reveal a secret on accident. It's one of those, don't accidentally reveal that the hobbits are sneaking their way into Mordor. Just oops. Like, hey, just, like, shut the fuck up for, like, 2 more days. That's basically where we are. The receipt, right? They paid 5 whole gold to have the rat folk steal that manuscript. 5 whole gold. And it cost them dozens of lives. Dozens of lives. How many kills we got? I've killed 40 things and maybe 10 of them were... Maybe 10 were the bad guys. Message addressed to you. So, we get a note from a secret benefactor saying, don't worry, I already knew that this was going to be a problem. I put a plan into place. Our good friend, the Traveler, posed as a delivery boy. So we're going to go walk up to the bad guy. So the hidden hand, right? That's Vecna's cult. They're like, haha, I've already sent the courier off with the package. And I'm like, was he wearing a green hat? Yeah, that was the Traveler. And she goes, no! And she literally doesn't even fight us. She sprints over here where the Traveler has thrown himself a party with free hats. So everybody's wearing the hat. She's so distraught that we don't even fight her. This Iron Defender kind of stands out. And it gives us the bulk of the manuscript. So we can go give it back to the student. We can take our party favor. Oh, hey, we got an item. We got medium armor with sheltering and fortification. It has the stuff you expect. You know, fortification, defensive stuff. Yeah, not bad. Actually, I mean, I should probably wear it because I'm still wearing level 5 Feywild armor on this character, but I'm not going to worry about gear. Not going to worry about it. Feywild gear is good, man. Feywild gear is good for a long, long time. And I don't want to do that. Okay. We've done all 4 of the little side quests. To get back up to the top, there we go. There's an elevator. We want the upper commons. It pops us out on the wrong side of the upper commons. So we need to head to the sky bridge right here and cross all the way over. Alright, so now if we check in with our saga. I love sagas. They make it so convenient to make sure you didn't miss anything. There we go. 4 out of 4. We can now start the actual Vecna Unleashed storyline. Here's part 1. This expansion came with part 1 and part 2. So there is no separate purchase. Part 1 and 2 are both here. So the first thing we're going to do we're going to help them try to keep the damn Codex of the Plains safe. This is a very straightforward quest. So you can kind of just run through this one. I don't think there's even any traps. Was there? Was there any traps here? I want to say no. I will double check so that I'm not just wrong. There are some pressure plates around a locked chest, but yeah, and just at a glance, everything is end chest. The side chests don't matter. As expected. So, the idea here is that we are going to help guard the Codex of Infinite Plains, because everyone else has failed to protect this thing, right? Every single time it's shown up, something's gone wrong. Like now, the little librarian lady, you know, was told specifically not to touch it. What did she do? She touched it. They specifically wanted us because the Codex itself is evil. Look at that. It has possessed the librarian. They wanted us because for some reason, maybe because we're a player character, we seem to be immune to the effect. Like, it can't take us over. We have been around it so much that we're not affected by its evil anymore. So, our goal is to separate the book from the librarian without hurting her, because she is kind of an innocent victim here. She shouldn't have touched it, but that shouldn't be a death sentence. So she's going to be summoning all this random stuff. Like right now she's on the Feywild page. So she's dumping a bunch of Feywild things on us. And every couple rooms, she's going to turn the page and send something else at us. So now we've got Slad. Slad-Eye? Slads? Ninja Turtles? Bang! Oh, I wanted to jump through the window. I wanted to break my own window. Here she is. What she got now? Okay, so this field is going to teleport me. When you teleport... So right now this is the Shadowfell. So we can still navigate. Because the Shadowfell is pretty close. Like, structurally. We can chase. Do keep in mind, oh ye who are not undead characters like I am, shadows will drain your strength. So, be careful taking too many hits from them or you might end up like helpless, unable to attack. Here's another field, so that's going to flip us back into the real world. Chase her a little further. Want to make sure I didn't miss something. Hold on, just in case we need to backtrack. No, I think we're good. Okay, we're good. So, the gimmick here is right now we need some bait in order to get her to come to the right spot. And the bait is going to be some pages from the codex. The pages are not randomly placed. I was making sure that that spot on my map right there was not one of them, and we had to run back. So, this field is different from the last one. This one is going to take us to a completely different place. However, our orientation doesn't change. So, if you want to go left or right, based on the room we were in, so like we're turning to the right now, it should. By going into this bubble, we should be on the right side. See? Yeah, we are turned around, but relative to where we came in, we turned to the right. And that, if there's more than one exit bubble, that's going to help you navigate. We want to go over to this left side first. I didn't even do anything. Because our first page is going to be right over here, I believe. Yes. There's a couple people borrowing some of the pages to do experiments and stuff. One of them is an Aurum. You know, basically a gangster. I'm not really sure why. Oh, this one's Foxpaw. That doesn't make... that's not too big of a leap, right? We say, yo, we need that. And he's like, take it. No issues there. Oh, I guess I should probably hit my button. Hey, skeleton. Have some help. Just gonna double check on the map. Okay. The next one we want is straight down on the map. So we're gonna just... So we're going to step into this, and we want to turn to the right. So we're going to pop up here to the one that's vaguely to our right. Forgot that guy was immune to electric. could just switch types, but it's fine. So you'll see, there's two options here. I'm going to take the one that's vaguely to the right. Three options. So one was straight, and then there was a left and a right. I want the one to the right, because when we get back to the hallway, I want us to have turned to the right. As worked. And now we can work our way to the south. And I saw her run this way, so maybe this is supposed to be the third one. Yeah, there's the end of the quest. I should have gone the other way first. But a codex page is in this door. Just going to pop up here. This is... Oh, it wasn't the Aurum. It was the High Priest of Kol Korin, who is part of the Aurum. Basically, same deal. Yo, I need the thingy because it's going to summon shit and we need to stop all this. And he's like, yeah, okay. I don't even want to be standing next to this thing if it's anything dangerous. Take it. I order you to take it. Alright, we need to backtrack a little bit because I went south instead of straight. So, as you might guess, the last page is here. So there's one on the left, one on the right, and then one down. You end the quest down. So, ideally, you do that one last. I'm just going to power past those guys. Pop in here. It was to the right relative of the one we came in. And this is a lecturer who was using it as a prop and is unimpressed with it as a prop, thinks it's lame, so I'm taking it. Now we've got all 3 pages. We're just going to pop back through here. We want to go left, so we're going to turn to the left and go. I stepped back on the one we started on. Ignore the dretches. The demons can't come through the portal, so if you're fast enough. Alright, we got all 3 now. The idea here is we're going to use them as bait because they've got a very convenient book separator. Are you immune to electric too? Fine, we're switching to acid. And then another thing. Aren't these immune to acid? Apparently not. How about a meteor swarm? Let's actually cast wizard spells. Yep, he's toast. Alright, we stick the pages on the displacement field generator, and we're going to pull a Dr. Manhattan on her. They run up and go, nom, pages, nom, 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 nom. And I'm like, bzzzt. And we say, no, touchy. So, quest 1 is to demonstrate that the book is inherently dangerous. What do you do? A combustion stick, that's pretty cool. I believe there are weapons for every type, just like we had in, well, really a lot of the other packs, like Barovia being the most prominent one. I do believe there's one for every type. Just glancing ahead to make sure I'm not missing. Nope. end chest or bust on the loot by the looks of it. You have to turn the quest in before you can progress the story. Alright, so, having established that the book is dangerous, how are we going to make the book less dangerous? Turns out the Orion, that's the Kolkoron guy again, pretty sure anyway, they have an item called the Inkwell of Orion. And it's basically un-ink. Whatever you write, it undoes. So they're going to use it like a big eraser and erase some of the evil out of the book. Just kind of blunt it a little bit. Hope that makes it somewhat less dangerous. Unfortunately, they won't give it up. They just, despite the obvious danger and the very narrow use that their item would have in any other case, they won't let us have it. So we're going to steal it. There's a couple ways in, if I remember right, but the guaranteed one is you come climb these bushes right here up to the second floor, and nobody locks the balcony. We're actually in the service tunnels already. I'm not even sure why they have a balcony for the service tunnels. But I'm trying not to trigger alert by ignoring all the bad guys. Kill your share, everybody. Reduce server lag. Don't ignore monsters. Eventually we'll get back into the place proper. Kitchen. Nobody in the kitchen cares that we're here. Go upstairs. Up the service elevator. Now we're in like the real backstage area. That's where we want to go. But it's locked.
But first things first, find a way to avoid confrontation.
Alright, we want up. So we're going to go boing, boing. You actually, off the top of my head, I think there's a way you can start up here if you make the right turns. Like maybe that one. You never actually have to be down there. Our goal right now is to jump along the rafters to stay out of trouble and go flip a couple of levers to get access to something else backstage. What they've given you here are checkpoints. If I were to click on this checkpoint, I have tower checkpoint 1. If I fall down, there should be something down there that's like restore to checkpoint, and it'll put me back up here. So you don't have to redo the entire jumping section as you go. It's kind of like a tether. And if you want to fall down, you can hit remove checkpoint and it'll take it off. So if you're afraid of falling down, grab the checkpoints as you go. I am not afraid, so I'm going to ignore them. And I am reasonably sure we want to go to the right to begin with. I'm not 100% sure because I did not consult the map before walking in to make sure.
As the guard pulls the lever. Intruders deploying reinforcements. You hear muffled
I think when I jumped, I think my pet fell down and triggered a bunch of...
Intruders, deploying reinforcements.
Okay, I should probably just make him stay put.
Muffled voices as more guards teleport into the surrounding rooms.
So, we want to open this. Purple crystal sitting over a grate, okay? Huh, bunch of guards doing nothing. Go figure. Over here, there's another grate, but this one's not locked. So we're going to bounce up here. Open the door. And there's a bunch of arcane traps. Which apparently there's no box over here. Now, typically I would just YOLO it and run through. Keep in mind that force traps are way harder to resist. I want to say it's only MRR. No. It says acid, sonic, fire, electric, cold, alignment, light, positive, negative, poison, rust. Force is not on that list. I want to say it's supposed to be physical resistance rating that blocks force, but I don't know if that's properly implemented. I haven't done any work on it. So, the way you're supposed to do it, I think, is you're supposed to jump. And if you jump at the right height, you don't hit your head on the one above, and you can jump in between them like that. Pull the lever so your friends can make it. And hey, look, another lever. And we have a silver key. And a lever. Lever spits us back out so we don't have to go back the way we came. But there's also a secret door. With a puzzling note. 4, 6, 2, 3, 8, 5, 7, 1. That is the solution to a puzzle later. Which I'm going to ignore. We have not hit... We have not hit that blue lever yet. We'll go this way. Ah, silver key. Which key did we pick up? Silver key. So it spits you out right there. We're going to just hug around this room until we get up there. That's kind of a long jump, though. Can we walk along that? Oh, yeah. So you come out and you just literally walk straight to the next door. That's what you do.
You rattle the grate to no avail.
This quest feels complicated. It took me a long time to do it the first time. But at the end of the day, they kind of stick you where you need to go. And they kind of point you in the right direction. So there's the lever we need to open that other one.
Walls of magic energy. At its base is a dim purple crystal, matching the crystal
It's not as complicated as a quest as it looks.
other levers.
If you know, like that last room we were in, just, oh, there's the door we need. Remember we looked at that puzzling note? The puzzling note tells you what order to hit these to solve the puzzle. However, every one of these kind of puzzles in the game can be solved by just touching them once each. All the ones that start all lit or all dark, you just touch them all once. That's it. That's all they have ever been. So now that one's lit up. And there's this puzzle. This isn't even a puzzle. If I can rant for a moment. This isn't a puzzle. There's only one solution. Like, there's no way anyone can think any of these solutions are correct. There's literally only one path that this thing can go. There's no choices to be made. It's just tedious to push the button this many times because almost all the mirrors are ho-ho facing like the super wrong way to begin with. Like, I can't right-click to turn it the other way. I mean, look at this bullshit, okay? This is what I'm talking about. That one only took one, but yeah. Like, there's no... This isn't a puzzle. This is homework. Boing, 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 boing. There's only one path. There's no possible way to get it wrong unless you're just, like, not paying attention. Or maybe you didn't notice where the start crystal was and you're just turning them at random. I don't know. It's a lot of maybes in order to get those puzzles wrong. Alright, now that we've flipped the thing, we gotta go back here to the lounge vent. We want to go straight up through there. I do want to call out the subtle design. If I had tried to go the wrong way, if I had tried to run down that hallway instead, remember? That jump was too big. Like, I would have had to have gone right past the door we actually were supposed to be in order to go hop this and go that way. So if you're avoiding falling down like you're supposed to, you shouldn't miss that door. Alright, we're back up here. Couple more hops. See our... Well, it's purple now that it's lit up. But... Just gonna jam ourselves in there. It's like Ocarina of Time now. And we just kind of follow the path. We're backstage. Follow, follow, follow.
The door leads to a room littered with open books and alchemical
Off the top of my head, there's a puzzle and it's optional. Takes so long to beat them up. Of course, I'm beating them up as a wizard using a quarterstaff.
Inside this room, you see more clues for the
Here, you can have one of those, and you can have one of those. You can have one of those. Oops. And then all of them just die as I'm like, oops, I forgot not to use my AoEs, and they're all dead anyway. Let's see. What deactivates the rat?
The last of the cranium rat's twitches falls still. You pull this lever.
The door opens in the distance. One of these was an optional hallway, I think. I keep seeing puzzle tile pop up.
An array of
Optional, solve the floor. This, yeah. This is optional. The first 2 times I did this quest, failed to notice that it says optional. This is just optional for a chest. Not even named loot. Just a regular chest. We want this room in the middle here. This is what opened after we killed all the cranium rats. Knock all those guys down.
Another elevator stands
You
at the
can.
end of this hallway, leading up to the top floor. The inkwell of
That's where we need to go.
must be somewhere
But
above.
for those who are interested, you can come down here and hit this lever, and now you have an open shortcut for if anybody like re-enters the quest late, or you dimension door or something like that. Now you don't have to go all the way around the whole jumping section. You can just cut straight through here to the top floor.
You exit the elevator to the
Inkwell
top
must
floor
be
of the tower.
nearby.
The inkwell of Oregon must be close by.
So all this shit we've done, right? Vecna gets here first again. And you know how he got here first? It's not because he decided to jump through the rafters of the lounge sections.
Various antiquities and powerful magical artifacts are stored.
There's a bunch of cool stuff just to look at in here.
Inkwell of
These are all like
Oregon
other
must be
things that the
here.
Aurum have collected. Climb, 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 climb.
Before you
So here's the hidden hand, right? They got here before us. However, could they have got here before us? They just came through the fucking window using rope. Rope. That was it. They just threw a fucking rope through a high up window. That was it. That's how they got past all the shit we've done so far. Rope.
You open the door to find a massive scarlet light beam
'Kay.
that divide the room.
This screwed me up the first time I did it, because it'll hurt you if you step into it. And I'm like, but there's nowhere to go. I must have missed a lever or something, right? There's a little gap right here. You're supposed to follow it like a maze without touching it and taking damage. It is not a particularly hard maze. It's neat. I like it. Kudos to whoever thought that up. We need that lever to open this door. So we're going to go the rest of the way through the maze. This way. There's also a locked chest, which I can unlock because I have rogue skills for the first time ever. Take these coins. But anyway, where's the gap? I thought the gap was right here. Ah. There we go. Got the lever. Conveniently, it also opens this up so you don't have to go back through the maze. Nice little quality of life touch right there. There's the inkwell. It's going to summon something here to protect it. Kill it all.
Stands your final
Hello.
goal, the
Would
inkwell.
anyone like to fight?
A voice rings
You talk a lot for not fighting.
Rumble as something teleports into the room. The mages have summoned a horde of demons, and they are out for blood.
Finally. Keep forgetting the stupid rock is immune to my electricity.
More enemies materialize before your eyes.
You know what it's not immune to? Meteor Swarm. And stick. I can just beat it up with my stick.
The rock and its companions fall to the ground and turn to ash.
Yoink.
With the guardians gone, the final
Dude, don't recall yet.
sputters.
You haven't been paid.
Their path is clear at last.
You take the D door, presumably we hand off. Oh no, we just took it.
Now to escape
And there's
the
just
town
loot
before
here.
it notices its absence. You emerge from the tower.
More relics, more thingies. And we got the reliquary rapier.
Return to Morgrave University and deal with the Codex.
So all of the weapons in this pack are improved destruction, which helps you hit on subsequent hits, light damage, lots of light damage on critical, and evil outsider bane. So pretty good. They're only +5, which feels weird. I know they changed the weapon scaling, but 5 for level 18, is it really only 5? Is it really? That feels low. Because I'm used to +15, right? Alright, we're over. Let's see if there's a weapon in the random loot. In the reward. These are only +6. I guess +5 is right for that level. Wow. Aren't the Barovian weapons +5? I gotta look. Aren't the Barovian weapons +5? Barovian longsword. I mean, Wiki says they're +5, unless they got nerfed down. That's an 8-level difference with no difference on the enhancement bonus. However, this says, let me see if I can make it stay up, 2.6 1d6. So it's, if the wiki is right, there's no bonus on the Barovian. And this is per hit is hitting harder. We're doing 4d6 instead of 3d6. It trades your 3d6 fire for 10d6 on critical, which it's honestly 10d6 on critical is probably better, especially because it's light damage, less resisted. And Undead Bane versus Evil Outsider Bane depends on what you're fighting. So they're, relatively on par. Let's talk to Zuni the Vigil. Let's talk to you. And in we go. This is the last quest of part 1. Which is interesting because usually it's a whole separate pack that says, like, if there's going to be lead up. Because that's what this is. This is the setup. This is the trailer to the movie. This is setting up why it's important we deal with the book. We deal with the book a little bit, and then this is when shit hits the fan. And then part 2 is us dealing with it. But it's all the same adventure pack. So I think that's kind of interesting.
You've traveled down to the foundations of Morgrave University's tower.
Like, a lot of the times those will be 2 separate purchases, right? We've seen it before. I buy a pack and it's really just the preamble to this other pack. It's happened before. Alright. Unwrite the Codex's sentience. We're going to take our ink. We're going to undo some of the evil. Just taking it away. The book gets mad, but it's a book, so it can shove it. We're just going to no, you've been a bad book. However, it turns out that was a bad idea. And the only thing stopping Vecna from just teleporting in and taking the book is the book itself was fucking with Vecna and like shielding itself, hiding itself, basically messing with Vecna's ability to steal it. And now it can't because we took its sentience away. So now Vecna has it.
Even rob the Codex of its troublesome sentience.
Oops.
No longer resist.
Run away!
In return, I offer some
So then, Mother Brain here sets a timer and decides to destroy the entire place to send a message. So we need to do something to stop the entire school from exploding. That's our job.
The Codex vanishes. The ethereal form of Vecna remains.
I'm still waiting on the cutscene cutscene.
The answer is obvious. Countless people in the University Tower will die if you don't act.
Are we allowed? Okay, we can go through here now. See, like the guards are all knocked out. Oh no! Look at this! Look at this glorious, glorious beast! Get out of my way, Vrock! I don't want a picture of a Vrock. I'm pretty sure the Vrock jumped in the way before I could take my picture. Yep. I got photobombed by a Vrock. I love that model. I am still upset. Go, So later in this playlist, we will be revisiting this pack as... this pack is level 18 heroic, level 34 legendary. When we're playing through it at the... I've already done the level 34 version. That was a blind playthrough of most of these quests. Just... because how often do I get to do a blind playthrough of a quest these days? And man, I had some choice words for what they did with that Balor. Oh, it still bugs me. Anyway, our job here, we need to thwart the ritual, but we also, as we're running through the school, should, like, help any students that are stuck. Look at how shit this Garistro is, okay? Giant, boring Minotaur punching monster versus that Balor, right? The Garistro is like... it's the Balor we have at home, right? This is you wanted Pokemon cards, but Digimon cards were on clearance, and so that's what you got. Fucking Garistro. I'm not bitter. I could actually go for some Digimon cards. Can always go for Digimon cards. The new Digimon card game is so much better designed than the old one. And honestly, it's probably better than the Pokemon card game now. No one will ever believe that. And Pokemon card game will never die because it's mostly a collectible anyway. So, I don't detect... oop, nope, there is a Morgrave student up there. Don't worry, Hogwarts student, perfectly capable of taking care of yourself. I'm on my way. What the fuck? I came up here for nothing. No. Ha ha ha! He was behind the couch. There you go. I saved him by reminding him he goes to fucking Hogwarts and he can teleport. So we're going to be running past a lot of these classrooms. I don't believe most of these do anything other than there might be a student in here for you to rescue. It is kind of cool looking at the lecture halls and stuff, though. It does kind of make me reminisce about my time in school. Like, because I went to a university that had old buildings like this. Wasn't exactly like this, but it was close. There would not be bookshelves in the back though, but we're in the digital age. Just the idea of like the lockers lining the school. It's nostalgia, right? Everything is nostalgia. I don't know. I don't think nostalgia is a bad thing. I just think that people need to recognize it for what it is. Need to recognize that, rose-tinted glasses looking into the past. There was a lot of things I didn't like about school, but are those the things I dwell on? No. Alright, we're going to skip the side rooms because they're just... You fuckers should not be attacking me. Right? Literal demons attacking the school, and you stop the only guy who's killing them. There's a lever. Green lever is hit. Is that important? I don't remember. But there's no reason not to hit it. There's no reason for there to be Ravenloft style forever stairs. There we go. I like these little Nothics. And bzz. And the Tomb Kings looking skeletons. Look at how much detail there is in these rooms that we're just zooming through, right? There's a lot of detail. Doesn't matter how old this game is, they've been putting a lot of effort. It's you again. We're gonna try again. You son! I fucking photobombed by a Vrock again. And I get to fight an old man. Okay? Huzzah. Ooh, two muscly Nothics. Great. Stand a little closer together for me. Thank you. Alright, so kill the old man stops the ritual. There's still the Balor to contend with. Can I get a decent shot of this? Maybe. He fucking I know we're supposed to be going, oh, look, it's the Traveler. He showed up as a dragon in our time of need. Look at that. That's cool. I wanted to fight the goddamn Balor. I got photobombed by a rock twice and cockblocked by a dragon in a green hat. I wanted to fight him. I wanted him to run away from me in despair. Anyway. This quest is a lot of running through. This quest takes a little longer if you decide you want to stop and go through all the side rooms, look at all the classrooms, save all the kids. We left 10 behind. But there's not really anything needed in any of those rooms. Let me go double check. Let's see. Are there extra chests? There's a couple extra little dudes you can fight probably in those side rooms, but none of them give you named loot. Let's see. Apparently there's 2 locked barriers. So like that green lever we hit, there's a blue and a green that unlocks a room that has a red. You hit the red and the yellow to fight the necromancy professor. For no reason. Because he doesn't drop anything. It's just bonus XP. Put the named loot in side chests. Anyway, that is part 1. That is the shit hitting the fan. We get our reward. Now, the Traveler. The Traveler is Eberron's god of chaos, basically. He's the Loki of Eberron. And today he's decided to wear a green hat and be a dragon. Oh, and help the mortals not die to Vecna. So yeah. More on him in a minute. Alright, got my drink and my snackies. I think the Traveler would appreciate, having proper snacks when saving the world. Anyway, you have to kind of awkwardly stand close to him in order for the talking to work because the dragons are kind of too big. Gosh darn it. Did I not turn in the first part? You can skip to the second part. I just want it. Look, it says... It's probably because I haven't actually picked these up. Fine. Just take something at random. Just to make the devs happy. I think I've mentioned it before, but the game actually remembers exactly what is in your reward lists. And you can hit... There's a cap. There's a cap on how many unclaimed quest rewards you can have. Alright, are you happy now? Okay, he's happy now. So, his whole plan is we need to go get help. So part 2 is we're going to go to 4 different places and recruit different gods. The first one, we're going to go and recruit the Lord of Blades. Which kind of makes sense because at least if you're doing this in if you've done all the other quests, you've actually already helped the Lord of Blades enough times that he does kind of owe you a favor. Let's see, let's get my little skeleton friend. What is this? I forgot I had that. Ooh. 2 little friends. And then we spend an hour buffing. Alright. So, story-wise, the guard is not going to just tell you where the Lord of Blades is. They have a little better security than that. Your security clearance is enough that you can go talk to Doris. Now, considering how many times we've saved her life, and this is a level 18 quest. 19 because hard, yeah. So we literally recently, in terms of character, you know, timeline, we recently saved her. Also, we helped her with a little bit of an upgrade. Bigger and better than ever. So, she wants us to walk the dog. She literally wants us to walk the dog. Come here. If you go down that hallway, there's an optional where you just beat up a bunch of guys. It's like the training hall. You literally just beat them all up. So, not really much to show off there. We're going to go through this dimension door instead. Our goal is to go through each of the 4 excuse me, each of the 4 areas, killing all the enemies. Hello. There we go. Okay. The dog himself is immortal. You do not need to worry about him. So just bring him with you. Oh, there's a shadow. You do need to clear these are immune to electric. Damn it. You need to kill everything. You know what? If they're gonna, we're just gonna switch over to that. There we go. You have to kill all the enemies or you won't be able to drop the force field to the next area. Yeah, we're in... we're in the Mournlands, by the way, which is a fascinating area. This is where the Lord of Blades brings the Warforged. Bonk? That doesn't look right for some reason. Ah. So, the Mournlands, what's special about them, and I don't remember if they actually put an effect up or not. But the Mournlands, you're not supposed to be able to heal very well. Oh, wow, that is even worse than them being immune. This character needs to get a little bit of a rework. Alright, now that we've killed everything, because this wall that looked funny to me is now a door. I don't mind having to kill all the things. I do wish they would just spawn instead of, like, popping, you know, being invisible and sneaking around and taking forever to actually reveal themselves. Out of range. Granted, I'm a couple levels over-leveled, but still. Actually, I'm a lot over-leveled. You know, given the way the game works. This character is level 22. This quest is level 19. Doesn't sound like a lot. We've been more over-leveled than that. Except I have access to the Epic Destinies. And that is a humongous, humongous increase in your character's power level. Oh, you found another guy. Thank you. So, you'll see there's occasionally these little glass doors you can break down with just optionals. I want to say one of them gives you like a clue to an upcoming puzzle, but that's kind of all that's there. There's not really a whole lot. Honestly, there's only one substantial side path in this entire pack. Most of this pack is fairly straightforward. You don't have to worry about getting lost in this whole pack. Alright, I cleared the area of all enemies. If I just keep walking towards the darkness, I'll find the correct door I'm supposed to walk through. See, look, his health is really low, but he'll never die. Bonk our way through here.
An army of specters emerges.
Defeat the Spectre army?
Others their fighters.
Okay. Man. I'll tell you, this character feels terrible compared to my sorcerer, but this guy was built as kind of a melee wizard. I know that sounds stupid, right? I know what I said. I said melee wizard. But he was intended to be basically immortal for Hardcore League. He has levels in Rogue so he can disable traps. He has evasion. He has undead form, so he has all this passive health regeneration. The whole point was to not die. And it worked. Are you... It's hard to tell if... Was it just me, or was that guy sliding on the ground? Don't mind me. Just residual lung damage from being sick over and over again. Where is the door? That's the way I came. Did I wander down a... I broke open a glass thing to come this way. Did I wander down a side path? Damn it. Well, might as well read the note. Note says LR 3124. That's saying from left to right, 3124. We'll see if I remember that. Probably not. I did not mean to wander into the optional area. This area can be pretty big, so it all does kind of look the same. Yeah, here's an actual door we haven't gone through. We're supposed to kind of make a circle, I thought, because we end up back at the start. Here's our force field door. And then Puppo comes over here, and Puppo crosses the line and opens the door, and we can keep going. And we do it again. If you don't want the optional areas, don't break the glass walls and wander in. Do you do damage? Let's find out. I see nothing saying I'm saving or taking any damage there, so I'm gonna say these are cosmetic. Oh, so the Mournlands. Why is it all glass? Why is it all shiny looking? This is basically the nuclear wasteland of Eberron. This is where the last great war ended. And that's it. That's all we know. It's hard to... Oh, the stupid enemies are on the map. That's handy. Stupid shadow. Bzzzt. Staring at this stupid door. Because I left one shadow behind because he didn't spawn in front of me.
You are bombarded with waves of heat. They fill over
There's
the
a wisp over there.
dotting this
Glass. I think maybe we do have to go that way this time, though. Oh, hold still. Anyway, So the Mournlands, it's hard to heal. It's unsuitable for human habitation, right? That's why the Warforged are here. The Warforged use repair spells, not healing spells. So the Warforged are just fine. And what that means is this is a great, great place for the Lord of Blades to hang out.
A cluster of floating stones.
All right. Puzzle. This is what that note was talking about. What did I say it was? 3124? I don't even remember. I'm going to tell him to hold still so he doesn't jump on my buttons. Let's try 3, 1, 2. Come here, dog. Just like a real dog. Stay. All right. Are you? I think the green button is reset. Try that again. 3, 1, 2, 4. There we go. Stone's balanced. You may now follow me again. You could just solve that normally. Like, you don't need the clue. Those puzzles are very simple. That's a creepy. Alright, so it was not an optional objective. That must have opened a door back over here. How about that door? That door looks promising, and there's no door over there. We'll go to this door. We're literally just taking the dog for a walk. We're going in a very funky circle. We should end up, when we're done, we're going to go down. This is like area 4 here. We're going to go right back to where we were. What's going to happen? So, what I think, this looks just like the other one that ended up being a side path.
You see a gigantic figure formed out of
Molten Glass Golem is the boss. Here we go. Well, mini boss.
the massive form lunges forward.
Oh, you didn't like me actually using my spell points for spells? I'm sorry. Bzzzt. So, what I think makes the Mournland so interesting, besides being just a big simp for the Lord of Blades, if you read the campaign guide, right? Because I said there, this is basically an atomic wasteland. Something happened, destroyed the area. There's no official answer. On purpose.
You find yourself back at the dimension.
Keith Baker, if I remember right, wrote Eberron kind of like a Mad Lib. There is no one answer to what happened in the Mournlands. What happened in the Mournlands? Pick one of your characters' backstories, whichever one had a really big bomb in it of some kind, that's what happened. It's actually kind of the same with the Lord of Blades. And it's the same with
You return the Iron Defender to Thomas after a
the
successful
origin of the
raid
Warforged,
last
right?
winter.
Were they Cannith creations? Were they Core creations? Were they natural and people forgot?
She opens a portal
Fill in the blank.
to Blade's current
What makes sense in your story? And that is why he is
could be heard issuing from further down.
one of the greatest D&D writers to ever live.
It's like in the Lord of Blades.
Never mind, he's the only one I can name right now. If I even got his name right. So, we walk through the other dimension door, having done our circle. And we're just gonna march right on up to the Lord of Blades and be like, yo, me need a favor. And he goes, okay, go in that room over there and wait.
Have broken into an abandoned manufactory nearby. He asks you to stop them from plundering what the Warforged
Click.
consider one of their
Is there a
treasures.
different door, or am I waiting on
Speaks in his steely
him to stop talking so it'll activate?
Those fleshlings have the
No, he says a corridor to the west. I just went the wrong way. It's not that door. It's that door. So, in exchange for his personal intervention, we're not talking about I'll send some soldiers. We're not talking about I'll keep an eye out. We're talking personal intervention. He's like, sure, but there's some jerks hanging out in this abandoned factory over here. Right? Go kill them. Okay. I mean, I'm here anyway, and I'm good at killing things. And they happen to be hidden hand guys, which... You know, Vecna, if you didn't send your cult everywhere, I wouldn't have such an easy time getting everybody on my side. This is not an area to really worry about. We got a purple rune right here. This is... I'm going to type this in my guild chat. Purple square. I don't have a guild. I forgot. Party. Purple square. I'm not in a party. Because I don't have a hireling. Combat. I'll just remember purple square. What could go wrong? I usually type it in the party chat, right? Which is behind my face. But I don't have a hireling. So the game doesn't consider me as being in a party. Anyway. There is something you have to find in this area. You need to find the code to a door. Ooh, blue. Blue starburst is what I'm going to start calling that one. Purple square, blue starburst. So there is a code to a door, and your character has to actually have seen it. You cannot just get on the wiki and grab the code. Your character needs to see it. Lever. It is not a randomly placed thing. It is on the other side of a puzzle, which I believe we should be getting up to pretty soon. Oh, hello, large thing. Oh, goodbye, large thing. We hardly knew ye. So, again, there's not really been much in the way of side paths or anything. Just going forward and kill the dudes. We're going to end up fighting hidden hand guys in every quest, I believe. Alright, here's where we need the passcode. We don't have it yet, so we're going to go the only other way that's available. So there's the passcode, but we have to turn the wheels. So we have blue starburst, purple square, and I did not notice... Man, I didn't notice any other ones. Damn it. I thought there was only two as I'm walking around, so I didn't even bother looking for one. There's one in every room, right? They're not that hidden. I'm just hitting Q as I'm walking around, making sure to turn my face back and forth. Here's yellow. Yellow X. Okay. Does haste actually make me go faster? Maybe. So yellow X. That. Why do you say blue? You also say blue. Hey devs. Just a note. You might want to change that to yellow, because if somebody's actually colorblind, they're going to get really fucking confused. Okay. Oh. We didn't need the yellow one. So my thinking here, same with every time we have wheels, but you only need all but one of them, because the last one you can just spin it until it's right. Except this is 2 pairs. So we had purple. I could have just spun that until it clicked. We had blue. I could have just spun red until it clicked. I still don't know what red is. Red was blue diamond. I don't need it because I can just spin the thing. 61953. Found the passcode. Now we can go pop the door open and fight the boss. Oh, I have to actually say it. 61953. Cool. Those little gotcha moments where they're like, all right, what was the passcode? You expected me to actually remember it? Which is silly, because if I have to say it, why can't I just say the code I already know?
Only to find another group of hidden hand
Womp.
huddled in the dark.
Alright, bunch of long lost weapons, very scary. Throw some buffs up because I can.
Out as you approach. Another fool the secrets of this metal. We've already found its greatest prize.
These guys apparently did not wear their glasses today, so I need to come up here to get their attention. You're gonna absorb fire, aren't you? Yep. And you resist electric. Whatever. I'm gonna hit you with a stick until you fall over. I do like it's using the old style Warforged.
With the threat subdued and the hidden hand in
Because the whole reason Lord of Blades wants this cleared out is because this is like,
to receive what you were.
this would be like the equivalent of like the burial grounds. This is like to him it's like an ancient hatchery. It is almost a religious site for Warforged.
The Lord of Blades raises his fist and declares,
All right.
"A vow has been made. When the time comes, I will render my aid
So we have
God.
the Lord of Blades on our side.
Lie squarely on your own shoulders.
Don't even need the army. I am the army.
Deal with the Lord of Blades. Now to return to London and continue your preparations against
1 god down, 3 to go. Have to actually confirm that this thing is... I'll just grab something random. Have to turn the quest in to progress this. And now we're going to go talk to Lady... What was it? Ilmaro, I believe was the name. So there's our buddy. The Traveler being a elf. It is revealed why the Traveler is helping us, because he is supposed to be like Loki, and not redeemed Loki, but like teehee, let's go cause chaos Loki. But not until later. So, this is the assistant to What's-Her-Face. So, the Blood of Vol. We are here to seek the help from Lady Vol, as in the potential raid boss that you've all... Well, you wouldn't have fought her at this level, but you will later if you do the raids. Yeah, she is the half lich dragon, and she has her own cult, actually multiple cults worshipping her. So this is her little assistant, Lady Ilmaro. We need to convince her to convince Lady Vol to help us.
The unexpected
So.
sound of shouts comes from the room.
Oh no, intruders.
Intruders. Hidden hand cultists burst into the room. The whispered one demands the
Then,
vessel, they cry.
wait for the cutscene to cutscene.
To your amazement, Lady Ilmarrow emits a burst of deadly magic that cuts down the intruders. Her shape changes. How dare
Turns
you
out,
enter here?
it was Lady Vol all
Dare you
along.
make demands of me? Let this be a warning to
So
all
remember,
who follow
half
into
dragon
the new god.
doesn't mean
This is
half the size of a dragon. In D&D terms, half dragon, think like Dragonborn, but really scaled up. So she is a lich version of a half dragon. One of the most powerful beings on Eberron, who we punch repeatedly, but not today. So she didn't want us to know it was her, you know, gods of secrets kind of stuff. Still, nothing's changed. She wants me to go get the Vessel of Power. So we will. There's going to be a bunch of Vecna guys, and then there's going to be a handful of Emerald Claw in our way. The Emerald Claw basically worship her. She requests that maybe we don't auto-murder them. Here they are. You get... Oh, I have to go... We have to go to the warehouse first. Then back to them. You get some optional XP for not killing them, but it doesn't actually affect the quest at all, whether you choose to kill them or not. There's not even a bonus chest. Like, I mean, it's not actually any harder either. So, it's just for story purposes. That's it. Bonk. Alright, just working our way towards the warehouse. I feel like it's not even worth my time to attack these guys, because all I gotta do is wait for my Epic Destiny ability to come off cooldown, and they just all die anyway. Oh no! We folded down. Very conveniently, because we had gotten to a gate we couldn't get through. So instead we'll just kill these completely innocent were-rats. Now, granted they attacked me. Okay. I was not coming down here to kill them, but the second I fell down here, they're just like, oh, we can rob that guy. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I have the shroud. I'm a dragonborn with the Shroud of the Wraith, with multiple, like, undead things following me around. I actually don't know if my little animated armor's still here or not. The point is, pick your battles. If they would have gone and hid, I wouldn't have killed them. You know what? That's why you don't kill as many kobolds when you get higher level. The kobolds are smart enough to run and hide. They don't pick fights with you anymore. Kobold remembers waterworks. Alright, we've made it up the back way to the other side of that gate. See, there's the gate. Clear the entrance. Guess I could stand over here and just zap them. A figure in a familiar hat has arrived. We will honor her request.
This gate is securely fastened from the other side.
Hi. I'm going to non-lethally throw this meteor swarm at you. And this acid bolt. I'm sure the acid will understand when to stop burning. Alright, 3 levers. Oh, I just saw a lever. After I fell too far to grab it. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, you're dead now. 3 levers. I do... Okay. Just as a little bit of appreciation, I like this little vertical maze scaffolding section. It's neat. It's big enough to feel like there's like stuff to climb around on without being so big that it's like hard to actually find what you're looking for. I want to say... Ah, right there. That's the lever I want. How do we go up? Up is right here. It's like a McDonald's play place, right? It's just big enough. Man, I used to love the play place. They barely have them anymore. You know, McDonald's could probably get away with changing all of the laws that got, you know, rid of the play places. Because all the people who loved the play place when they were kids are old enough to vote now. Pretty sure that if you were to run a, I'm going to bring back the play place and cool McDonald's toys and all that stuff, yeah, it would pass. Because it was those kids that grew up. And they want their kids to enjoy those things. Alright, we kill the salamander, we save the world. I don't know if he counts as part of the Emerald Claw because it didn't give me the option to not dissolve him. Grab it. Oh, right. We must concentrate on belief. And then there's the Traveler, there's Lady Vol. There you go. It was all a test. The thing is not actually a thing of power. It's just the MacGuffin that proves that you were willing to do her a favor to get her favor, without actually doing her a favor. So, 2 down. That she already does not like the Hidden Hand. She already does not want Vecna here. This was tipping her over the edge. This was inviting her to a party she already wanted to go to. That wasn't hard. This one, however, this one kind of gets me. So, the Traveler, okay, is a member of the Dark Six, the evil-ish aligned gods. The Traveler's neutral, I think, but all the other ones are very evil. This is your god of brutality. This is your god of death, right? These are the not nice gods, and he's just kind of friends with them. They don't like us because we specifically have done many things to them. But because he's got an in, we are going to face a challenge for each of the Dark Six. Doesn't matter what order you do them. 2 of them are actually behind where you started. Let's start with this one. This is... It'll pop up in a second. This is, I think, the Keeper because it has undead in it. The Keeper is like the god of necromancy, give or take. Gods are not as cut and dry in Eberron as other places. Like, there is no singular god of death. Well, I guess there isn't in Forgotten Realms either, but that's only because Jurgle cut his own portfolio up. Anyway, the Keeper. The Keeper has given us this challenge. We can either open these cages and kill these wild undead. So these are somebody summoned somebody raised these, and then the controller died or whatever. These are wild undead. We can either seal them for eternity, or we can open the cage and kill them. Each one has a puzzle. If you light up one of the red ones, that's how you free them, and then you have to go fight it. So since we have to be over here doing the puzzle anyway, I'm just going to not release them, because it's easier that way. Damn it. See? This is what... It opened this one, and now I have to beat it up. Because I clicked on it one too many times, or one too few times. Stupid. I always do these puzzles the exact same way. Just, yeah, sure, go that way. Make all these so that they can't possibly go in. We're going to have to go up and around for this one. So it's going to go like that. Double checking that they're all oriented correctly this time. There we go. Undead sealed. Number 3. Again, work backwards. It's simpler. We don't want to go through there. So we'll deactivate it from every side. This has to go down, but not necessarily in there. And around, and it kind of just solves itself at this point. There we go. One more. I already did that one. And here we go. Here's the last one. So again, we're going to work backwards. It has to go up, over, up. That doesn't connect. That will, so we're going to move it. There we go.
The mummy
Done.
in approval after you finish his requested task. You've completed the trial.
That was it. That was well, wrong passageway. So that was the keeper. His whole shtick is dominion over the undead. So wild undead he doesn't like, because that's not dominion over undead. He'd rather they were destroyed. You know, controlled or destroyed. Those are your options. Let's see, where are we at? I think this is the Fury. Yep. The Fury's violence. God of violence, basically. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to do some violence. Come in here. They're so violent, they're not even attacking me, they're attacking each other. So you can have a meteor. You can have one of these. You can have one of these. I gotta jump up, I'm gonna hit you with a stick. Yeah, watch out. Now we get 3 mini bosses, which, yeah, they not too worried about them. Remember, I have epic powers because I'm level 22. So, go your speed. Don't rush through it just because I can rush through it. I didn't have a level 18 character. This guy's optional. He is stronger than all the other guys put together, but doesn't really give you anything other than some XP. He might give you a chest of rando loot. Alright, those two are done. Let's go down this hallway we haven't been down. Ah, the Devourer. the god of the fish people. The equivalent of Umberlee in Forgotten Realms. This is another simple one. We're going to kill all of the things. If it moves, it dies. The challenge here is that you're in an underwater section, so your jumping is greatly reduced. Lightning does more damage, fire does less damage. You move slower and a little more awkwardly. Oh look, fire still works. Fire didn't used to work at all. When you were underwater, you could not use fire, and it sucked. Now it's like 50% reduction, and it's like, okay, I was going to quadruple overkill him anyway. Beat these guys up, and we are out. This guy, we're going to beat this guy up, but what's that behind him? The Conch of Secrets? This pirate stole it from the Isle of Dread. If you go talk to the conch, you do an extra fight with a water weird, if I remember right. And it's just an optional. Keep in mind certain spots though. Behind / underneath this boat is a special invisible chest, which you can only get if you're wearing the glasses of Detect Hidden Chest. Did I know about this? No. Oh, fuck. No, fuck. So this is the mockery. More about the hidden chests after we're done with all the quests. The mockery is a long path of traps. So I am activating my aura of regeneration, and we're just going to run through all the traps. I forgot about the rune wheels. The runes are right here in the halfway point, so blue starburst. Or red, no, that's red diamond, I think. Yeah, starburst. It's kind of a star. We don't need to go look for the other one because we can just spin the wheel until it's right. Don't step in the acid because it's acid. Oh, and we can then take the key, unlock the lock, which drops a ladder, which we then climb, and we run through some more traps. We're going to go ahead and jump here. Okay. I want to point something out here. Are you actually attacking me? Anyway. Big pool of acid. Do not jump in the acid. Not all of these blocks are positioned correctly to let you pull yourself up and out if you fall in. There is a ladder right here. You're supposed to jump this way, follow the left side here, and it'll get you to the other side. There are, if I can make it light up, there are levers down there. 2, if I remember right. 2 levers in the acid. All they do is open the door to an ambush. And killing, which is through that way. It's an ambush. If you kill the ambush, you get some bonus XP. That's it. You do not need to risk your life diving into the acid to get those levers. Alright, we've reached the end of the trap section. We just gotta kill this guy. And we're through. Now remember, I have evasion because I have 2 rogue levels. And I can regenerate. And I'm a couple levels high. When I've run through there before, I was also on an epic level character with crazy defenses, so I'm not sure how hard those traps hit. So make sure you've got at least your acid resistance up. Just in case you fall into the acid pit, right? You don't want to die just from a slip. If you are not sure that you can do that trap section, do the trap section first. That way, if you do need to give it a couple tries, you're not wasting your time in all the other sections. Alright, this is the skill challenge section. Ladies making golems. If you talk to the people on the sides, they will remove enchantments from the golems. Because you're supposed to beat up the golem to prove your worth. I don't know who the Shadow is. Like, this one doesn't... Like, this just makes the least sense to me. I thought I told... Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. Like, who... All the other ones are obvious, right? The Fury. Alright, you're just an angry... Just angry. Oh, I need to switch off electric. But the Shadow? Like... I don't understand why the Shadow has golems. But anyway, you can make the golem easier to kill if you pass the skill checks, or you can just muscle through it. It's not that bad. That's pretty cool though. The giant one. I want to fight him. We got one. Oh, return to the center of the hall. We go in here and... Oh, that traveler sending doppelgangers after us that all accidentally get vaporized when my auto ability goes off. Really? Kill the doppelgangers, finish the quest. Let's see. If you can't find the lady, like it took me a minute, she is in the direction you came in. So the side that has the bifurcated path. You know, 2 doors this way. She's right here. So you can't see her from up there. So go towards the way that has 2 paths. And she's right at the bottom of the stairs. Okay, so we got the Lord of Blades, we got Vol, we got the Dark Six. Unfortunately, I have to run over here to turn the quest in, to then just turn around and walk back to the Traveler. All right, one more god. This one's not so much a specific god. This is... We are recruiting the devils and the archons of Shavarath. We are specifically recruiting them... Get in here. Because... they are a good check and balance system against each other. So we can take the Codex of Infinite Planes, once it's de-evilified and we recover it from Vecna, we can store it here. Because the Archons and the Devils will never let each other have it. But they'll also not want it, because it's a chaos artifact, and they are both lawful. Pretty smart. Almost kind of like how the Eye of Shavarath, just a couple packs ago, how that one was being guarded by all three factions, because none of them would let any one faction have it. Being overseen by a Yugoloth with the exact same name as the quest giver that just sent us here.
You step out of the portal into a small
Oh, look.
cavern in Shavarath.
I should probably just talk to both of them, just in
Come to
case.
enlist an unlikely
There we go.
pair of allies.
Talk to both.
Sworn enemies, the devils. The Archon and Devil commanders agree.
Oh, look. The demons have invaded their respective bases, and they will help us after we've gone and cleared all of the demons out of their bases.
Demon-infested bases they've described. Wreckage of countless battles chokes the entrance.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is just the same goddamn quest we've already done like 4 times. Go to Shavarath, beat up a bunch of separate but equal citadels or whatever, just like, okay, I've already done this. Can their favor be something, like, new? And you do need to clear out most of the enemies here. I don't want to say all, because you might be able to leave, like, a Jarlith behind. Because sometimes they'll summon extra ones and stuff like that. That was terrible timing. Let's see. Devil Fort. We have not killed nearly enough, apparently. There are some extra. There's some optional areas. So, like this right here needs a red and an orange crystal lit up, which are conveniently. There's the 2 levers you need to pull. You have to do the puzzle to light that space up before you can pull the lever. So you do the puzzle for that one, pull it. Then you switch the pieces over to light that one, pull it. Opens that door. There is a jumping challenge, which we haven't seen for a while, and you get a chest of rando loot, because named loot only drops in the end chests. I would love to be wrong about that. I would love if the wiki just is wrong because everyone's just so used to only putting named loot in the end chest. But I have seen nothing to say that the side chests are worth it so far. If you get a named item to drop in a side chest in this pack, please tell me. Like, it's not going to help anybody watching the video, but you could scroll down and see if I've pinned anybody saying, yes, the wiki was wrong. You just didn't get lucky enough to get an item in a side chest. But yes, you can do it. I would love for that to be the case. New objective, clear the lower floors. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced I cleared out this floor. Because I kind of sloppily was running through. Yeah, we'll see if it clears or if I have to go back and mop them up. There's a secret door right here. Oh, I actually see it. There is a big old demon. I can just do it. Big old spider demon. Watch out.
Glaring down on what appears to be
More interestingly, there is a captive Aranyes over there. That's the only one I found. And I saw no mention of it on the wiki. I thought it would be cool if there was at least like some extra people you could save in these quests. So in addition to like the gods helping you, you also got some individuals helping you for having like saved them or helped them specifically. But that does not appear to be the case. Well, lower floor is marked as clear. Immune to electric. Okay. Yep. Alright. Demons defeated. That says Archon and Archon. Okay. Okay. So killing the boss was enough. Well, or at least I have killed enough of the bad guys. I didn't leave one Jarlath behind. So we're done with that half. Now we're going to come up here, take the boat to the Archon Commander. Or the Archon's Fortress. Which looks damn near identical. I understand the symmetry of their eternal battle. But this is like the 4th time I've been in like this quest. Which itself requires you to go down 4 hallways every time. Like, it's just exponentially getting on my nerves. We've got another couple levers we have to hit. This time it's actually not for the optional area. I think that's the way we have to go to finish the quest. Take that, Brock. There's no point in me actually doing anything because he'll die the second my mantle ticks. So, there's the light for the 2 we have not hit yet. I kind of liked what they did with this section. It feels a little bit more like we're going through like a backstage kind of deal to go and open these gates instead of just boop boop done. It's like, yeah, well, I'll go up into the attic. I'll drop back into like the maintenance panel to pull the lever. 180 right here. You don't see that very often. Drop down into the other little maintenance room to get the red lever. This part I kind of like, because this part's at least different. I haven't seen this little setup a million times. Just can't do anything about Shavarath blades, so just, alright, I'm okay. And back the way we came. You can double check because the light's turned on. That's going to open the gate to the left. Another Vrock. You know what? I got knocked down and it was dead before I stood up. I'm not doing any of the effort in this combat. This is all the Epic Destiny stuff. Just auto-killing the enemies for me while I flail my quarterstaff around. Alright. One of these doors was the optional area. I don't think we ever actually have to go upstairs other than to get those levers. We didn't go up any of the stairs in the Devil side. We're not going to go up any of the stairs on the Archon side other than the levers that we had to. A nightmare. Whoop. Of course. I do like the nightmare. Nightmares are cool looking. It's neat. And I believe they are demons. So, man, my favorite nightmare though, man, back in the day, I played Dark Age of Camelot, and they introduced mounts, and one of the special mounts was the Nightmare, and you got the Nightmare by going out and finding a special, like, night hag. Like, you found a nightmare monster Like it pretty much looked like a DDO night hag. It was like a demon called the Nightmare. It was sneaking around going, haha, I'm a big scary demon. I'm going to haunt this town or whatever. So my monk, the equivalent of monk in Dark Age of Camelot, went in and I beat that monster up. I beat that demon up so badly. I beat him into the shape of a horse and then I rode him around. And that was my nightmare mount.
Render Falls, babbling about its master's plans. Use codex pages to conquer ships.
Alright.
Both abyssal
You can return to the meeting area, which will just make you have to come back anyway. Demon Stronghold, because everything in Shavarath you have to do 3 times. This is not nearly as long. We're going to go find Master and kill it. Just to stop the demons from attacking. Just, you know, a little victory lap. Look, 2 hallways. We have to go flip levers. But it's okay, because they're literally like 10 feet long. When I first came through here, my tirade about having to go down even more levers, or even more hallways to flip even more levers, I barely got started. It's like, oh, the hallways are like literally 2 feet. And this one is only here to highlight that the shrine is right there. So it's like, fine. You win this round, devs. That does not forgive the fact that we've done this quest so many times.
A massive demon looks down on you with seething disdain.
And we fight Mr. Hookhags. What does he plan on doing with his little baby T-Rex arms? I'm gonna claw you. Like. Anyway. He's dead. Now we can go turn the quest in.
Demons will be at my disposal.
Sup? Hi, thank you. Nothing. Now, I don't know which of these counts as the end chest. They might both count as end chest. I don't know. I didn't get an item out of either one of them, so...
The celestial and infernal commands. With the
But-
oaths of both the devils and the archons secured.
We got the oaths of the devils and the archons. That's a thing. Ends up being kind of useless, but... Yeah, grab stuff. I like that they tried to reload you in the convenient spot. Except to move his quest forward, you have to go turn the quest in. So it's... Just take us out by the quest. Put me back where I was, and I will walk over there. Thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. Alright. This is airship access, not the quest. This is the quest. Okay. We're taking the fight to Vecna. Soon. This quest is nominally, we got all these allies, and all of the foot soldiers are here to kick ass and kill Vecna's remaining foot soldiers.
Already begun their attack.
We are not expected to kill
You should speak with your united forces.
like the main forces. We aren't expected to go first. They, all of our allies, are already here and already kicking ass. We are here specifically to rifle through the desks and figure out where exactly Vecna is right now so that we can go jumping. Hello, poor little dinosaur. Oh, this one's soulless. Well, in that case... Of course it didn't work. Anyway. So, you'll recognize some of this architecture. They specifically said we are in a old hobgoblin base. Also, let's just can we zoom in on Hand of Vecna? Get it? Get it? And it's gone. I didn't even attack. Anyway, I like what they've done with the hobgoblin tile set here. They took some of like the orangey brown away, and just putting it into this grayscale really makes it feel different. Like just the coloring. There's our allies, right? Those are allies fighting, just to show you that they're really doing something. But yeah, just this place looks great, I think, compared to the, you know, the devil place that looks exactly the goddamn same as every other time we go to Shavarath. This one's like, man, they actually put a little extra work into the hobgoblin tile set here. You've got these elevated bits in corners, lots of spikes. I like it. I want to say one of these two ways is optional. Are you the optional way? Yes. So there's two optional paths in this quest. You go that way, by presumably hitting that lever to open the door, and you join up with that Warforged guy to go kick ass. That's basically it. This is a shrine, if I remember right. And this should be continuing the quest. Yep. Yep. Just beating up some skeletons. Climbing up here. Let's just... Oh no, I want to be over there. Can I climb on this? Give me on... Oh, you bastard. I was actively using that barrel to try to not have to find the stairs over here. Here we go. Look. The Eye of Vecna. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. I like the joke. Okay, I giggled. If I'm gonna be somewhat pedantic. So yeah, the shock value on the hand when you first see it, top tier. Top tier. You're just like, oh no, they didn't. And then you see the eye and you're just like, yeah, okay. I get it. In my opinion, they should have reversed them. You see the Eye of Vecna and you go, ah. Right? You go, ugh. But there's no way they would do the hand. Like, what are they going to do with Hand of Vecna, right? So going to be a guy with a beefy arm and then you get Hand of Vecna. You've built it up. And then the delivery instead of just surprise, weird thing. 'Tis my opinion. Because Eye of Vecna kind of falls flat right now. Because you saw the hand, you're just like, yeah, the eye's not impressive now. Would it take away a little bit of the surprise factor? Yes. Because you're thinking about it before you see it, but you're also building the anticipation. This one, I don't even know where the lever. This is the second optional way. You join up with that vampire dude and you go kick ass for some optional XP. I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go punch these raptors. Then same as before, that's a shrine. and we move forward into the final phase of the quest. The eye and the hand are revived. We must fight them both at the same time. Apparently they're not highlighted yet because I was going to throw something at them. There they go. How about this one? How about this one? Fine. I'll go hit him with the stick. Are you happy? When they go down, you need to come over here and get this secret door, which should pop up by itself, I think. I always have true seeing up, so I'm never 100% confident. But there's a magic barrier. You can't get to the actual boss. So we're going to go around, because everybody knows that magical barriers stop at the wall. Oh, thank you. Beat up the last handful of skeletons. Through the back door, and now we can fight the heart of Vecna, which is just a human with a mace. He's not a pun. If you are not killing him as fast as I did, he will summon the eye and the hand again. Especially if you are on legendary mode. Maybe even twice if you're taking a while to kill him. Important looking desk. Click. There we go. Quest over. We have figured out where Vecna is going. A fortress in the astral plane. Well, we didn't get a named item, but we got a tome. Kind of. We got a diet tome. Upgrade tome of skill. Swim 2 to 3. I mean, I'll take it. I'm never going to say screw you tome. But those are like the worst tomes. Upgrade tome. I hate upgrade tomes. They don't make sense to drop in loot. Because like, well great. Now I have to get like a +2 swim tome on someone. Specifically a 2. If I have a 1, it's useless. If I have a 3, it's useless. I need exactly 2. Or a 1 and then an upgrade 1 to 2. It's making the system overly complicated for no good reason. I will say they make sense in the store. I have a 4, I want a 5, I can buy the upgrade 4 to 5 for cheaper than just buying a 5. I get that. That's great. Why did it show up in the chest? Because it's just on the list of random store items that we can get. And then because I have a 2 to 3, maybe I'll go buy a 2 from the store to use my free 2 to 3 I got. I get why they do it. I just don't like it. I don't like having to explain what an upgrade tome is. It feels dirty. Anyway. Final quest. Let's go. Now. Got my skeleton. I'm going to remember to summon this guy for once. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say this quest has a massive side thing you can do that I completely missed on my first run through. Because I was looking at, you know, the big old castle in the distance, right? There's a big optional area that way. Which it's got a fight worth doing. However, we're not going down the optional paths. We're going down the regular path. Oh, we're on the astral plane, by the way. So if you push the jump button, you go freaking flying. Boing. I don't think we skipped anything we needed down there. I don't know how well it's coming through, but you've also got the fiddle music playing through a lot of these quests. That is because the Traveler likes to play the fiddle. So it's supposed to be like thematic for all these Traveler themed quests. Boing! Boom. Okay. Come on, door. So the shtick to this quest. There are 3 main rooms. Mini-boss 1, Mini-boss 2, boss. Mini-boss 1 and 2 have big extra powers. He is literally right there, is Mini-boss 1. We need to jump down and do these side rooms. It's kind of like a grown-up version of the Dark 6 quest. It's kind of like we're kind of doing that quest again with different set dressing. The Traveler has set up 4 challenges for us. At the end of each one, we need to pull a lever. If we have the blessing of the other gods, we get a boon to help us against the current mini-boss. The current one being that big Minotaur guy, the Garistro. He has a slow aura kind of deal, and something else. Let's see, the first one on the right, we need to go pull these levers. Every time we pull these levers, our maximum HP is going to drop. So, kill the bad guys first. I'm just going to make sure that my regeneration is up, because I'm already a wizard. So, it's you've donated some of your maximum health. Doesn't exactly tell you how much. Number 2, I'm going from 719 down to 639. So I'm losing a solid 100-ish every lever. I keep pushing that electric button, and rocks keep being immune to electric. Oh, there's a lever. There we go. Got him. Down to 559. I want to say there's only 4 levers. None of these little side things are huge. They're all pretty quick. This quest itself, kind of strangely short, if I'm being honest. Considering this is the capstone, this is the we're finally taking the fight to Vecna. Hello, planar portal. Oh look, it's Lady Vol. Grant me your protection. Vol's Soul Ward. Protects your soul against the soul crush attack of the demon Harrowhorn. Yeah, so I think she basically just cast Death Ward. Anyway, now that we've pulled all the other levers, we can pull the big lever. 1 down. And then we can take a drink in this fountain and go from 479 health back to 799. You do not have to go through the whole quest with lowered HP. So now we're just going to go straight across this hallway and go to the other traveler challenge. Funny little mimic traveler. Alright. Path of struggle. Path of snares. Pretty straightforward. One of them is fight some stuff. The other one is dodge some traps. I'm going to do the fight some stuff because it's typically faster than going through traps. Especially snares, like the bear traps. Bear traps always stop me, and they're very annoying. So we're just going to kill all of the things. We got some... I didn't know dretches were immune to electric too. Alright, hey skeleton pack. Go get that lever. So, stiff lever, they take twice as long to destroy, or to use, specifically so you're not doing them mid-combat. That's what it is. They don't want you to skip the combat. This time we're going to plan ahead. Come on, bad guys. How about you all come here at the same time instead of like 3 at a time? Seriously? Get over here. Or die. Alright. Skeleton. Use that one. The one you won't be interrupted because I've already killed the enemies. Then I only have to pull one lever. You did actually pull the lever, right? Well, it looks like it. Force field gone. Lever of the Traveler, which is a cool lever, by the way. I don't remember seeing these anywhere else. The swords that tilt down when you pull them. Neat. And back out the way we came. If we go straight, because one was snares and the other one was struggle. Struggle was the other one. If we go straight, we can get to the planar portal and get our next boon. There we go. The Dark Six Priest. Do I want this boon? Yes. Traveler's Insurance. The Traveler has given vague assurances he'll protect you from some matter of harm. I believe that disables the slow aura, like, chains attack. Not that it really matters. When I first came through here, I just walked up, killed them all, and went, huh, what do I do now? I did not need the extra help. But if you did all the quests anyway, like, you kind of might as well accept the boons. There's no benefit to not accepting them. There's the next boss. But again, we're just going to pop down here and do our next 2 mini hallways. We are now expected to make a sacrifice. Now this one actually takes some explanation. You can absolutely, literally jump on the altar and kill yourself, and that will count. That is not what he's expecting, but it will count. Get out of here, Shadows. What you're supposed to do is come upstairs and... Where are you at? Choose an item. You know. Which of these is a worthy sacrifice? The Another Dream Bag is the one that I believe they are intending for you to sacrifice. You're sacrificing an ordinary day, the normalcy. Our planar portal is right here. The Lord of Blades gives us protection from killing blows. Guard of Blades. The boss we're about to fight has a little pet sword. The pet sword can kill you in one hit with its special attack. That's what the Lord of Blades is reaching his divine protection down and just being like, nope. He is blocking the kill strikes from his futon. He's sitting there watching the big game and just goes, parry! And he parries so hard that it travels through the planes to stop you from getting crit. Ordinary day.
Seems pleased. That dream is a bit,
Your sacrifice is accepted.
but I can't deny it's a part of you. Your sacrifice is accepted.
Oh, I forgot to pull the lever. Do not forget to pull the lever. The lever is on the other side of the altar. The fuck shot me? Anyway. One more. There is something up there that has it out for me, and I don't know what. Oh, the boss is active. Why is the boss active? Probably because it's being chased around by the pet. Whatever, we'll go and run down here anyway. See if the boss will just reset itself. Always, always good to keep in mind where your pets are going so they don't path into something. Oh, and this is just a fight. Endure the battle. So, that dancing sword of doom is the pet of the boss. It's immortal. I can't do anything about it. It's just going to also join us while we run down here and do this. Fortunately, I don't know if you could see that, but we got the little icon that said Lord of Blades blocked the kill strike. Alright, pulled all the levers. We're going to run over here, and the Law of Shavarath comes in, gives us 50% law absorption, chaos absorption. Because all these guys are chaos based. So we take half damage from all of the laser attacks that Bitterhorn was shooting earlier. Those. Now we're supposed to come fight the guy. He kind of... That's weird. We have been jumped by the boss in a pack where the enemies seem to need glasses to even know we were here. Whatever. He's down. When he dies, his sword disappears. Which side are we on? We're on the wrong side. So, let that be a lesson to you. Be careful not to aggro the boss if you actually want the protections. And now, the final room. And that is a motherfucking guy riding a T-Rex. And I would make that the thumbnail, except that feels a little too spoilery. So instead... God damn it, skeleton. Get out of my shot. That looks fine. Vecna is currently wreathing in pain. Writhing? Writhing in pain. Because it turns out the everything Vecna has been doing has been a plot of the Traveler all along in order to fuck with Vecna and lock him out of Eberron forever. Whoops. And it's like, how? How did the Traveler, like, how did Loki figure this out, and why does Loki care? Well, Loki understands that capital G God power level is going to really mess with Eberron. And most importantly, oh hey, we got the named Rune Arm. Interesting. So the idea here was when the Codex of Infinite Planes exploded and sent the pages all over the place, all through space. That's why we've been chasing them from plane to plane, trying to put the book back together. They didn't just blow up in space, they also blew up in time. The Traveler got a hold of some of them early, thousands of years ago, realized what was going to go down, realized that some other god was probably going to follow the paper trail to Eberron to get the powerful shit, and he laid this trap. He made the eyes. All of the quests we've been doing trying to recover these eyes, they were things that the Traveler made specifically to tempt an incoming god.
Vecna gives one last shout of incoherent rage,
So all of the eyes were just decoys, specifically to get them all in one spot to seal the Codex. And they're here. He even sent us to Shavarath to secure a deal with the devils and the archons to watch over this goddamn book, and he doesn't even plan on leaving it with them. He's leaving it here in the astral plane, sealed by these thingies in some corner of the astral sea where no one's going to look for it. But it worked. I mean, I love the twist. Say that right now. I love the twist that the Codex exploded in time as well as space. Not only does that mean we could, like, it means other characters could have known about them for longer than others. It also means we might still have Codex page quests in the future because those pages haven't landed yet. Like, we haven't reached the time that they crash back into the material realm. So they are. That's one way to keep those relevant forever. Alright, let's walk all the way over there to get our quest reward so that we can walk back and get our quest reward. Click. Don't care about any of that. This has been 13 quests, if I remember right. Nothing special from Big Red. But don't forget that there is a saga. So doing all these quests is going to give us a big old pile of XP. And maybe something else. What do we get? Heal, swim, or 30k? Nah. Oh my god, swim. We got an upgrade tome of Swim 2 to 3, and we are being offered a +2 Swim tome for our Saga reward. Does this character already have any Swim? Nope. No, he does not. I'm looking at Spellcraft because I thought I had a tome for Spellcraft, but I don't see anything labeled tome. Oh, that one says tome. I have a +1 Intimidate. Fine, I'll take the stupid +2 Swim tome. Fine. I'll actually use the damn thing just so I don't, like, keep this upgrade tome forever, never having any way of getting rid of it and feeling like it's too valuable to throw away. Alright. It's been a while since I had to judge a pack. Because I've been doing all of the legendary stuff. This pack came out after we super out-leveled it. So, is Vecna Unleashed worth your money? 13 quests is a lot, even if 4 of them are like little shorter things. They're still fine. There's a good variety of locations in this pack. And from what I have been told, this is some top tier loot. Perhaps not at the heroic level, but end game, like this is supposedly the end game loot as of right now. As they release more, like this is the newest adventure pack. Or expansion, or whatever the big name is. So obviously, this has all the newest stuff in it. So if you're watching this 4 years from now, just remember that as of my time here, it's the newest stuff. 4 years from now, it's not going to be endgame anymore. So, from what I'm told, you could completely gear your character pretty much just using the items from this pack. Like, you don't have to buy 6 different packs to get one item out of each of them. You can just get everything from here. And that is actually a pretty big deal. If you're only going to buy one expansion, like one big expansion, having one of those be able to gear your character is great. If you're if you want to do end game kind of stuff, if you want a powerful character with good gear at the end of the game, like to go and do raids and stuff. And there is a raid in this pack too that I'm not doing the raids. That being said, if you're not buying multiple packs, you're not going to have access to the other raids, so I'm not sure how much it's going to... You gotta take it with a grain of salt that you could get all your gear in one spot, okay? Because you're not going to have the other raids to play, because you haven't bought those packs. So you're all dressed up with nowhere to go, other than this one raid. I do want to point out something that I think actually makes it, that I think is worth more than the gear even. These quests are level 18. These quests, if you say if you've already got Feywild, Ravenloft, Sharn, this sitting at 18 is a lovely spot. Feywild will easily level your character up into Ravenloft. Ravenloft can scrape you up into Sharn. Sharn, I go to Sharn early because the Sharn gear is so good at level, and for a long time after. I'm in Sharn for a long time, but it does, about the 4th time I'm doing Sharn, I'm like, I need somewhere else to go. This being level 18, this is my new place to go to tip myself from that level 18, 19 up into 20. This is where I'm going to go. I've got a saga sitting right here, a lot of quests without a lot of running, really good gear that I'm going to probably be able to use all the way through the rest of my epic leveling. This is great. This is well placed, in my opinion, in the leveling curve. I like they put it here. The last one was Isle of Dread, and it was level 7. It was way too cramped. We had Saltmarsh at 3, Feywild 5, Isle of Dread 7, Ravenloft is 10. It's just like, Jesus, guys, come on, give me some space. Okay? I basically never go to Saltmarsh because I outlevel it too fast. But this, at 18, hell yes. Hell yes. Oh. And before I forget, there is a kind of a bonus crafting system that I only learned about today. You can, so all of the quests can drop weapons, kind of like how you can get the Barovian weapons in Ravenloft or the Dino Bone weapons in Isle of Dread. I think they're called like relic weapons or something in this pack. Exactly the same idea. All the weapons are exactly the same. Bonuses. It's just it drops in every flavor of weapon, so you can play with it no matter which character you are. But there's actually an upgraded form of them. If you, oh, I wonder if I can. Where are you? I think you're over here. Let's see if I can find her. I've never talked to her. But let's go look at her. There's an NPC that you talk to her. That's a broker or vendor. I don't want to just throw myself over the cliff. This is part of the crafting system, but where are you at? See, now it's going to bug me until I find her. All right. To me, internet. Let's see. Where are you at? I'm looking for Steps Oblis. Morgrave University, Upper Commons, Shopping Alley. That's the thing I was just in. That's this. Isn't it? There's not two sides to this thing, is there? Did I just pass her? Oh, I passed her. Okay. Alright, Reliquary Keeper. I'd like to exchange some weapons. Cool. So, this could drop in a quest. Or, if you get ones you don't like, you can trade them in with her. That's new. You have not been able to trade in, like, oh, I'm a bastard sword character, and I keep getting longsword and dagger. You can trade them in now to just get the one you want, which is pretty cool. They do light damage, even more light damage, and bane damage versus evil outsiders. That's solid. So, Shining Reliquary. Now, Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hi, the name Steps, run the reliquary, blah, blah, blah. Come back tomorrow. She'll say something different. Come back the day after. She'll say something different. She'll always have the little shop, right? But apparently you talk to her 13 days in a row, or at least 13 separate times on different days. She'll ask you to go get her a book. And you go get that book in the library. I believe it's in the library. Let me not tell you the wrong thing. Yeah, it's found in the quest Turn the Page. That's that first mainline quest we did where the librarian touched the book and we had to chase her around. In that quest, there's a book. We grab it, we give it to her. She gives us glasses. The glasses let us see invisible treasure chests that will give you additional crafting ingredients. One of those chests, remember I brought this up, when we were trying to get the Dark Six on our side, we were by the boat with the Conscious Secrets. Behind the boat, invisible chest. And you can use the crafting ingredients from the various chests to corrupt these weapons, basically. You turn them from shining reliquary into what do you call them afterwards? Defiled reliquary weapons, and certain other items into minor artifacts. So yeah, little hidden thing that I had no idea. I don't like just glancing. I don't think it's worth going to the effort to do it, but it's cool that it's there. And maybe like an evil weapon fits your character. You're like, whoa, I finally get an evil weapon. Because I think they literally do evil damage. Let me double check. Yeah, instead of doing light damage and having Demon Bane, Evil Outsider Bane, they have Unholy, so they do negative damage, even more negative damage. There's a chance to do even more evil damage. And they have Destruction, which makes it easier to hit subsequent hits. Keep in mind that the legendary ones have Taint of Evil on them. So if you are if your character sheet says good on it, mine is true neutral. If that says good, you get a negative level for wielding them. Which you can remove the Taint of Evil with another thing. But it's only on... the Taint of Evil's only on the legendary version, not the heroic version. But yeah. I thought that was interesting that there's just like a whole extra... This whole extra thing that I've never heard anybody talk about. I just saw it on the wiki when I was double checking that none of the side chests actually get loot. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I like that. So, is Vecna Unleashed worth buying? Yes, but don't rush to buy. For one thing, it's level 18. So, you're going to get a lot more mileage out of Feywild and Sharn. Those are positioned in such a way that I don't think, honestly, if you're going to buy one of the big ones, Feywild and Sharn, it's a toss-up. It's probably Sharn. This one's not bad. I really like this one, but this is how do I explain it? This pack gets better the more other expansions you already have. If that makes sense. I'm excited for it because it's level 18 and it gives me new things to do at level 18 instead of running all over the goddamn world doing a random quest here, a random quest there, because it's been a long time since they made level 18 quests. I've got them all in one spot now for the first time in forever. You know, I don't have to go to Amrath, which I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to squeeze this one in, but it might be right before Amrath. You will see the difference. When you get to that video, you'll see the difference between what they can do now versus like the leftover level 18 to 19 quests that are in the game. These are way more polished. This is my go-to place for level 18 now. But if you have Sharn, you can really skip this place. Because you can just run Sharn on hard and then elite. And that'll push you up to 20 as well. You just have to repeat it a bunch of times. So I just don't like repeating myself. I don't like repeating quests. I repeat myself all the time. I think what really sells this pack is if you are really interested in the idea that you want to get to the end game and gear yourself using as few packs as possible. This pack, as of 2023, 2024, end of 2023, beginning of 2024, this pack supposedly has the gear. And then you can just buy whatever packs have the raids you want to do, or whatever content you want to do, and you don't have to worry about piecemealing together your gear. If that is important to you, then this, you probably buy this before Feywild. As much as I like Feywild, Feywild's gear is tricky to slot. So if you're not as concerned about the gear and you're not too worried about having a level 18 pack, I could see you skipping this expansion. But it is worth playing. There's only one quest that pissed me off, and that's obviously the Shavarath one. That's the same goddamn quest we've done 4 times already. There's a lot of charm here. Is this gonna be me calling my friends, being like, hey, you all need to come back to DDO. You got to play this pack? No, but if they were already gonna come back and play with me, yeah, grab this pack. Let's go. So, normally I would tell you what's next on the channel. But because this came out after all the other stuff we've done, I don't even know where this is going to slot in. So, whatever is next on the playlist. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this was useful to you to see all these quests. And you let me know. What do you think about one pack to gear them all? Is that something important to you? Would that interest you? Personally, I would kind of like the idea of going from pack to pack and getting one item from each area. But I have all the areas, right? I don't know. But it's late. This has already been a very, very long video. So I shall bid you all adieu, good night, and we will see you next time.